What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I'm back. That's right. Two videos, huh? Two videos in one night. Because I had to come back and review the premiere of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. Yes. This is another entry in the Power universe. They say it's a big, rich town. Yeah. This one is about the origin story of Kanan Stark, who was played by 50 Cent. Now 50 Cent is back narrating the story, and we get to see a young Kanan and how he grew up and how he became the person that he is, or that he was. I gotta say, off the back, I totally was hooked as soon as it started. First, even the theme song had me hooked because they don't have that big rich town. They didn't do that one, which I was glad they didn't do that because with it having this, I like for these to stand alone as their own show. Like, a lot of people kept comparing Book 2 to Book 2, the original Power, and that one even had the same theme song. So I was like, see, they're going to keep comparing it. And I used to argue with people, don't compare them. Oh, that's not Power. It's not Power. You're right. It's not Power. It's Power Book 2. And like with this one, this is not Power. This is Book 3. This is Raising Kanan. I look at them as separate shows, their own show. So I wasn't one of those that would compare it to the original, this and that, like saying, they messed Power up. No, because I don't look at it as it being Power. It's its separate show. It's the spinoff. It's not Power as you know it. It's the spinoff. So with that being said, I enjoyed the theme song for Raising Kanan. It's very gritty, very 90s, very New York. I love that. And I like the look of the show too because you started in 85. They got the 80s and the 90s down. The clothes, the attitude, the look, all of that. The grit, I enjoyed that. So it starts off, it's starring, let's say who's the starring. His name is Mekhi Curtis. He's playing Kanan. And we have Patina Miller playing Raquel, his mother. We have Haley Kilgore playing Jukebox. Remember Jukebox from the original series? That was his cousin, the crooked cop. Then we meet his uncle and a few other characters. Omar Epps is also in this as well. And it starts off with a young elementary school age Kanan in 85 getting beat down in the playground. They done took his lunch money, got his nose bleeding. And even that, I remember days like that too. Like, dad, people getting beat up in the playground. I remember those type of days. I know I'm aging, dating myself. But as that was happening, we see Jukebox. I'm like, oh, Jukebox. And they're holding her back. She can't help him, whatever. So he runs home. And in the streets, like Kanan narrated, in the streets, when nobody respects the runner. They don't respect the runner in the streets. I said, well, damn, I guess they ain't had no respect for me because I was not about that life. I was not about that street life. They shoot, what? I'm out. I got to go play Nintendo. I wasn't about that life. I wasn't in the streets. I was playing Nintendo. I was watching He-Man. I was watching Transform. But it ain't, I always do that. I always make it about me. But anyway, he runs home and nobody likes a sucker. You don't get respected in the streets for that running stuff. So when he runs upstairs, runs in the house, his mom says, what's going on with you, boy? And she goes upstairs and he's crying and he told her what happened. They took his money, whatever. And she said, well, how do they know you even have money? And he says something, I can't beat him. He's bigger than me. Mother went in there and got the sock, put some batteries in the sock. I said, this is so old school. I remember those days of batteries, people putting batteries in the sock and all that stuff. She said, we're going back to that playground. He went back to that playground, tore them kids up with that sock with them batteries in it. I was like, wow, I'm liking this. I'm liking this show. And that solidified him as one who's not to be played with. And his mother had to tell him, listen, you ain't going out like that. She makes him street smart and tough. So we fast forward to 1991. He's now 15 years old. He's in high school and he's smart as a whip. And they want him to apply for, was it Stuyvesant High School, which is a big deal school, still to this day, big deal school, prominent high school. They tell him, it has all these gymnasiums and escalators and it's this and that. And you can do that, but he's not impressed. He is, but he isn't, because he's like, I don't want to leave mama. he got his ear to the street. He's like, listen, I want to be with my mother. I don't want to go downtown and do all this. But his mother has different plans for him. She wants him to live a good, clean life, get that college degree, go work at a Fortune 500 company or become a CEO and live that white collar life. That's what she wants from him. She don't want the streets for him. But Kanan's like, no, that ain't my calling. My calling is the streets, basically. So we get to learn. We meet some of his friends. We see that he has a crush on this girl. I believe her name was Katina, but she's dating this other dude who works for these drug dealers. And Kanan likes her, whatever. But now his mom, Kanan's mother, is a drug dealer, drug queenpin, and she has a pact with this drug dealer about what turf is, whose turf. You're going to get this block, I'm going to get this block. She makes these pacts. So Kanan is to take this test to get into this big school. She wants him to get in this school. But he's more into her business. And he doesn't like, when somebody drove by and made these little threats. Well, he didn't like that. That pissed him off. And then he's walking around and he see that this boy, the same dude that got the girl that he likes, he's like, he in my mother's turf? What's this? But see, what he didn't know was that she had agreed to give that drug dealer that turf, those blocks. But Kanan doesn't know that, so he decides, him and his boys, we gonna get our guns and we gonna handle this. And they go up and shoot the boy. And what a scene! That scene with him and the young guy laying there, and you can see the fear in his eyes and him shaking. But he shot him and killed him. And the guy's like trying to speak, and that's the creation of the Kanan we know, that monster, because it was like his first body. And now his mother's upset with him because you done made a mess. Because listen, I gave them that turf. We had a peace treaty going on. You're messing me up here. What are you doing? You supposed. She's like, go to your room, and he's like, listen. He tells her, Mom, look, you let me stay here. You didn't send me to grandma's, and you showed me all this. I'm here for you. I'm down for you. I'm here to protect you. So we know Kanan purposely fails that test because he didn't want to go to the Stuyvesant school. He wants to be with his mom. He wants to be up in these streets. This is his life. This is what he wants. We also see here Jukebox and her secret lover. Yeah, she's messing with the little white girl at the private school or whatever school this is, and she has that relationship going. And I like her relationship with Kanan. They seem very close. They're very close cousins, and he knows about her situation with the white girl and all that. And so when he's getting in trouble for killing this young guy, his uncle and her and his mother, they're asking them, where were you, Jukebox? And she was like, oh, I was at choir rehearsal. She wasn't at no choir rehearsal. She was tipping and dipping with old girl over there. So I like all that. I like that. But now this has caused a problem because now Kanan, there's a bounty on your head now. So now the guys come back when Kanan's going to empty the garbage and they shoot up at his house. And now this is how we get introduced to the cop or Detective Howard. That's his name, played by Omar Epps. And he comes in, he's one of these, and it's good to see Omar Epps, a great actor. He comes in and he's kind of, you could tell he's street smart and cocky and, he thinks he know everything, whatever. He basically tells her, Raquel, look what's going on here. Your son, he done joined in on your mess. You better keep him safe because they're going to be after him. And she's like, what are you talking about? My son is not in this. She keeps saying that because she doesn't want him in this. But guess what? He wants to be in this. And now he's in this because blood is on his hands now. So she's realizing now that, look, this is not going to work. He's not going to be this college-bound boy I want him to be. I got to train him up even more now. I got to teach him the ropes. Like, see, you pull the trigger. Now this is what we got to do. So now it looks like she's embracing that. And she also has an enemy. She made an enemy. Well, the woman made an enemy with her, with somebody she has some partnership with. And he's a club owner or something like that. And his little bougie girlfriend or snooty girlfriend got rude with her and said something. And she wasn't having that. So she had that girlfriend's dog microwaved. So Raquel is not someone to play with. She's not someone to play with, and they're setting that up right away. I thought the show was gritty and tough, and I'm interested in the characters. I'm immediately invested in these characters, and while I do know how Kanan's story ends, I'm very interested in seeing what all happened prior, his origin story. So I like this. I really did enjoy this premiere episode. And I'll be looking forward to the rest of the episodes because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. So, oh, and then his mother's also, looks like she's trying to date this little pretty boy dude. What's his name that works in the club? Symphony. So it's going to be interesting seeing how that relationship plays out as well. So that's all I have for now. I enjoyed this. Tell me your thoughts down below. Did you like it? Will you be watching again? I'm definitely going to be watching again. And if you say so down in the comments, you want me to keep reviewing this, tell me and I will do so. Because Power, this holds a special place in my heart because when I first started really taking this YouTube thing seriously, Power, the original Power was one of the shows I first reviewed. And that kind of got me a following and got me a little small following, but still a following nonetheless, and showed me that I could keep these, I could do this YouTube stuff. I was like, when I started, I used to do the Power and I would sing, there's a rich, big, rich town. And it kind of got me a bit of a following. So that was cool. So Power has a special place in my heart for that because that was one of the first shows I reviewed when I got up on this YouTube. So that's it. That's all I got for now. Thank you for watching. Tell me your thoughts down below. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.